And then, I mean, growing up, it was always, you double the tax. Sorry, I'm rolling now.
Now you're rolling.
All right, now you lead it. Lead it.
Lead the podcast.
But you're talking about the trip, and I don't know anything
No,
about the
okay,
trip.
then
I was
make
in
up
my
something.
closet while you guys were on the trip. I don't know what's happening.
Talk about something else.
Why don't you come out of the closet and talk?
I came out of the closet yesterday morning. All right, I'll talk. And I texted you about it, Nate, last night. Like, everybody has old parents.
Yes.
It's so. I was at a restaurant last night with my family for my brother's birthday dinner. And I wanted to put it on my credit card to get, I had points and discounts and whatever. So I got the receipt, and my dad's like, you don't tip on the tax. I'm like, Dad, it doesn't work like that anymore.
Boy.
You tip on the full amount. You give at least 20% of the full amount.
That's fucking cheap.
And, well, I mean, because they're old school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sorry.
So I was going back and forth with him for like 5 minutes, and he was getting all raging. I'm like, Dad, please just stop.
Yeah.
This is what I'm tipping. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. But you're thinking like 1960s here, and it's not like that anymore.
You know who else doesn't? Who doesn't tip on tax is my podcast partner David Brody. I'll just call him right out because we've argued about this on our podcast, so it's fair game.
I thought you go to the total and then
you go to the total and you double it and you go 20,
Yeah.
25%
You
from
move
there.
the decimal and
Have a
then you
nice
go,
day.
yeah.
To say to not tip on tax is so friggin' petty.
It's such a small amount unless you bought a car, which you wouldn't be tipping on
Right.
anyway.
Yeah.
It's such a
I said,
minimal
yeah.
amount to not leave
I
somebody
said, Dad, that
extra.
$2 means a lot more to him than it does to you. So what's the difference? And then, I mean, growing up, it was always, you double the tax. But that's different for every
Right.
area in the United States.
That's
Right,
16%.
because the sales tax is different everywhere.
Right.
Right.
Well, okay. Let me take it further though. What if you order a bottle of wine and that it gets added to the dinner tab? Do you tip on the full amount still?
No.
Or do you now subtract the bottle of wine? Because usually a bottle of wine could be anywhere from $35 to $100, maybe even $200, depending on who you're having dinner with.
If you're with Elvis.
Yeah.
$500.
But do you
It's
tip
like-
on the bottle of wine?
I feel like you have to tip on the bill, don't you?
Yeah, the whole bill.
With the bottle of wine.
I feel like
It's
that's
part of
how
it.
it works.
Look, if you can afford a big, expensive bottle of wine, tip on it.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
right? And I
that's
feel
true.
like the people that can afford that expensive bottle of wine probably can afford the bigger tip.
Right,
But I really,
right.
Gandhi, you might, when we were servers, because I was a server for 25 years ago, did we have to declare a certain amount of our sales? I think that's what I had to do.
You're supposed to declare 100%.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yay.
I had to declare a certain percentage of my sales as a tip.
So now that
wink.
it's so far removed that I hope a statute of limitations has kicked in, I would just because people tip on credit cards for the most part. That already gets claimed. Like
Yeah,
you're getting
that
that
gets
added in. So
claimed,
then
yeah.
anything cash you just pocket and you don't say anything about it.
How does that work on credit cards? Like, so if I'm tipping on credit, how do you guys get the tip?
Well, it gets put in your paycheck.
So so you don't get it like that night
We
or
got
whatever.
it at the end of the night.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
See,
They would cash us out at the end of the night.
anything, let me try and remember. See, back when I did it, people paid cash more. So I would always walk with whatever.
Okay.
They call it walking
Oh.
with.
Okay.
So I would just walk with cash. So I don't know how that worked. I can't remember now. I think
Oh yeah,
it
no, we
went in our
got
paycheck.
everything at the end, but that credit card tip, it was put on whatever shitty little paycheck you got.
Yeah.
It likes for tax purposes, but you got the money.
Scotty, can you talk about what your daughters also said to your parents last night?
At the eclipse?
Yeah.
At the eclipse.
Yeah. So my parents, first of all, my dad is out of his mind, as you know. So he didn't have a pair of glasses. So I'm like, you can, like a pinhole in a paper plate or something like that was supposed to be able to work. So he cut the end off of a pool hose, and he's like, "This works. There's a hole in this." But I mean, it was like a $50 size hole. I'm like, Dad, no, you can't just look through
It's like
something with a
wearing
hole.
nothing.
It doesn't really work like that. But so anyway, I wound up giving them a pair of glasses, and my daughter's helping them look up at the thing or whatever, and she turns to me and she says, this is going to be their last solar eclipse because the next one's not till 2044.
Oh, terrible. Well, that's not
Did
true.
she say that to
Oh
them?
my
How
God.
She
old is
said it
she?
loud
How old
enough.
is she?
Loud. What's that?
How old is
It was
she?
Cooper,
No, my
right?
parents.
Right, but how old? Well, who's not going to live to the next one?
My parents. They're 80.
But
They
who
could be
said
100
that? Ashley or Cooper?
Ashley said that.
No, they may be 100 years old and living.
They won't be able to see at that point anyway.
Jesus Christ, Scotty.
What? I already see them going downhill. They're not making it to 100.
Did somebody give him the world's worst son award?
Did they say that to your parents' face or just to you?
No, they were standing there. She said it to me. My dad's deaf. He couldn't hear, but I'm sure my mom heard it.
I pray to God my father is here for the next solar eclipse in 20
course.
years.
I'm sorry. I just can't. I would never talk about my parents when you talk
Well,
about
there was one time. There was one time where my dad,
God.
my daughter was little. My dad was flying a kite, and I took a picture of them from behind, and my dad's like pointing up there, you know. So my caption was, "My dad's showing Ashley where he's going to be in a few years."
You know, they could outlive you, Scotty.
Okay, they could.
You never know.
Yeah,
We
what's
ne-
your cholesterol
We don't
level
know
now?
what's going to
That's
happen.
very true. My left hand is tingling right now.
We could walk outside and a bus could hit us.
You're right.
No, knowing us, one of us is going to get hit by those freaking bikes,
Bikes.
that come by the
Jesus.
freaking nutcases.
Scotty, I posted a picture of Scotty the other day because he'll be like, I'm not eating that shitty food you guys eat. I'm not having a chicken wing. My cholesterol's through the roof. And then he had a bag full of marshmallows. He was just fistful down the pie hole. So I took a picture of him
That's
and I
just
posted.
sugar. There's no fat. They're fat free.
Get out of here. Anyway, I posted the picture because when he overeats, he says his
Yeah.
foot tingles.
Yeah.
People think you have gout.
That's
Have you
what
ever
I
gotten
think.
that looked
Remember, I told
looked
you
at?
that.
No, I mean it's all parts of my body though. My foot's just one of them.
But it could be the gout.
Now, you really need to get that checked because it's extremely painful if you let it get out of hand.
Does it have to get amputated?
No.
No, if
But
you
it's
can
like
take
you
medication,
might not be able to walk.
No, they have medicine for gout, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if
Yeah,
it
they do.
flares up,
My
it's
dad
really hard
had
to walk
it.
and stuff.
My
You want
dad
some
had
of
it,
my
but my
insulin?
dad's gout pointed to other things that they should have known about that they
buildup
didn't. So,
of uric acid. I
Yeah.
think.
Where does it build?
Oh, I don't know. The bottom of my foot hurts when I eat bad food.
but does it swell? Is everything
No, no,
swollen?
no,
I
it's fine.
thought gout is a swollen thing.
It does, yeah.
Sudden severe attacks of pain, swelling, redness,
Yeah.
and tenderness in more than one of your joints, but
Yeah.
often in your feet.
We're
Just
the
my left
6
foot, though.
least qualified people to be
We're right
diagnosing
on.
each other with
But the
things.
thing, like with Scotty though, when something's actually worth taking a look at, he won't do it. But if you like flick him in the back of the head, he swears.
to go to the emergency
ER, I'm wearing an eye patch for 4 weeks.
Oh,
It makes
he
no sense.
is the worst.
This place has ruined my vision. I'm telling you.
It was so the other day he literally looked like he was making out with the screen. I was like, "Are you okay?" He goes, "I can't see."
Yeah.
Get glasses.
I have glasses here, just to read close up. But I'm telling you, Jeff screwed my cornea up,
he didn't.
and you hit me in the head, and you mess up. Oh my God.
You were never hit in the head. This is what I did
Yes.
to him. Are you ready?
Oh my god.
I flicked him, and he swore I severed his
The
optic.
boys around here are so sensitive. I took a bunch of papers and hit Nate on the arm today. Oh my gosh, my sunburn!
It hit
You're
my sunburn.
killing
Look,
me.
ninnies,
Seriously?
everywhere.
You have a shirt on and it was paper.
If ever there is an emergency situation, it's only the women around here who are getting us out of it.
That's the only people I'm going to.
Every one of these guys dies immediately. And if they don't die, I will kill them.
We're saving y'all. You better say thank you.
Thanks, Danielle.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Are we done?
We
We're
should
Are
be.
we
that
done?
it?
Wait, was that 15?
No.
That was like 4.
Wait, can we go back to Oh, sorry. Can we go back to tipping for 1 second? So when my grandma used to go to the hair salon to get her, her curls done and everything once a
The
week,
roots did.
my mom would put a tip in the envelope and write tip and seal it up and put it in her purse. So she would give it, and she'd always come home with the envelope still. And my mother would say, "What did you do?" She's like, "This is for the tip," because she never knew. She goes, "Well, I gave them 50 cents." She would tip 50 cents every time she went to the hair salon. That's why my mom would give her the money, but she would forget to give it. So my mom would have to take the envelope, go back to the hair salon, say, "Here's the money." It was so sad, but it was just funny how that's what she thought back in the day. We tip 50 cents.
Oh, because she was. She was.
My grandma.
Lived
She
through
was
the
a
Great
50
Depression.
cents back in
Yeah.
the day was a big
That was
No,
a
I
lot
get
of
it, I
money.
get it, I get
Also, I'm sick of tipping. I'm tired of it.
It
Just
is
build it into
crazy.
the price and leave me alone.
Oh my
Amen.
gosh! And they want to tip for everything now.
Everything.
Every time you're at buying something in the store, tip. I'm
As
like,
soon as you see
no.
that
Nobody helps
tablet,
me.
it's like,
Nobody
oh
does
shit!
anything.
Here
You
comes.
guys, you guys saw Sebastian Maniscalco the other day, right?
No.
He went to a restaurant and he noticed the bill. He got charged $3 for a COVID fee, and he goes, "What's this for?" He goes, "We wiped down the menus for $3." So he goes, "What were you doing before COVID? Just giving me spaghetti on my menu?" And then he noticed he was getting charged 7% because he used a credit card. He goes, "Get rid of the COVID fee. Get rid of the credit card fee. It's called the deal of doing business with me."
Yeah, the credit card fees and service fees, like you are having me pay you to pay you.
Yep.
Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here. I'm
that's
over it. I'm
ridiculous.
done. I'm checking out. I'm moving to another country. I don't know which
Amen.
one,
a COVID fee. That's to wipe down the menus.
which they should
That's
do anyway. We
Check
used
out
to
his
do
Instagram.
that.
It's on there.
Oh my god.
Are we done now, Danielle?
I think now we're done.
Sure. Now.
You don't need
how
more
Now
questions,
it's been
Danielle?
15
You're good?
minutes.
long's it been?
What
15.
else? What else you want to get off your chest?
9.5 minutes.
9.5 minutes.
Danielle, if you don't point it out,
I know, but I feel bad.
Danielle is the queen of pointing out the shit she's not supposed to be pointing out.
You
You're
would be
right.
terrible.
But here's the thing, I got to tell you, like the fans are unhappy because we haven't had episodes for a while, so this one should be full.
Right.
Of course,
Well,
we've had
you
episodes.
guys are
they haven't
slaves.
been new episodes, but there've been episodes.
I have
Yeah.
You're
sand in my
slaves to
phone
others.
from
Plus, we
Atlantis.
weren't,
I brought it
we
home
had to
from
catch flights the other day. We weren't here yesterday. I mean,
No.
things happen.
Well,
It's okay.
I thought it was good. It was
I
a good
like-
warm-up podcast. Tomorrow's will be better.
It'll
There
always
you
be
go.
better tomorrow.
All
All
right.
right.
All right, bye, everybody.
I tried, guys.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.